From the moment I knew that we were having the premiere in Avignon and especially in La Carrière, I went to visit it. I knew that it was this kind of remote valley-like place. There was something very elemental about it. Once I was there, I saw that it was stone. That everything was thousands of pieces of stone, and this kind of inspired the whole creation because it suddenly made sense to work around stones in the same fashion as I was working around ink and paper for Tezuka or aluminium for Babel or wood for Sutra. This time stone became the defining element. It's wonderful how dancers can move in space and how they can actually, show what's possible with their bodies. But I do love when a body is still and actually the environment is moving. So somehow through the years I've been more and more attracted to making the space move around the dancers more than the dancers, and seeing how that helps you see things from another perspective, as if zooming in. It's very film-like. It's like I think I'm inspired by movies in that way of making things possible to come closer or further.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
I'm absolutely convinced that nature is kind of the architect of everything, and whatever we're doing, even the most technological things we're finding these days, they're purely reflections of what's been found already in nature. The more the more our technology becomes extremely refined, the more it actually looks organic and becomes organic. So the organic or the organs or the body is still the most refined machinery possible. Also the way our DNA replicates itself, the way our bodies regenerate, and also the way they lose information, the way they're slowly dying. All of this is in a way something that inspires the movement of the dancers in this piece, and me as a choreographer. I really feel there's something about losing information, finding information, creativity, replication also. It's a lot about replication, how one character or one entity finds something and everybody starts replicating it, but then after a while it loses its potential, and somebody has to be again creative to find a new solution. I think the piece basically is about what is organic, what is non-organic, and how are the two related, and maybe how alive is stone and how death is our body. I've made 2 works already with Affiletta. This is the 3rd one. I had worked before with Fadia and also with Kazunari in another project, and I was very curious to see how they would work together, how they would interact, and how their genetic material together would create a new, let's say, a new form. Because at the end of the day, they need to find each other, they need to tune into each other, they need to accept each other, and the moment they start doing that, something arises that was unpredictable, and I really love when I discover suddenly a new way Fadia sings or a new way Kazunari plays drum, because he's working with people from another place. Of course, the cliche is that it's a form of fusion, of cultural fusion. I absolutely believe that every culture in itself is a fusion. It's interesting to see that the only things that we know about previous civilizations is through art. Like everything we find, like if is pottery or literature, or it's all art forms. So it seems that art is the only thing that is left behind. It's only those art forms that kind of found a way of keeping the information alive, or at least transmitting it to the next generation through stories, through drawings, and I felt the stones, they basically, they helped me to portray this. They helped me to portray that whatever came before us, we found thanks to the stones. The stones are telling us history.